in this question we have given with two arrays, strings and queries, and we need to look for particular element of queries, that how many times this particular element is present in string array. That means the AB is present 2 times, ABC element is present 1 time, and BC element is present 0. That means it's not there, that means 0. So we have to result is 2 1 0. So this is what we need to write a logic for. All right, so let's move on to the program now. I'm gonna write a function, and this function would be match string. Okay, and we have to pass data as well, right? Arguments. So we will pass two arrays with name strings and queries. You can name it anything. I'm writing strings and queries so that I'll make it simple. All right, now let's pass the function. Let's write the functionality now. Okay, now I have to define a variable, that is result. In this variable I'm not putting anything, that means it's an empty array, right? Because I'm going to save my result into this. Whatever the result I'm getting from my logic, I have to save it into it. Let's create a for loop, right? Because I have to loop around the array, because ultimately I have an array, right? I have to loop around it. So I'm writing let I of queries. All right, because I have to look for element of queries inside string. So I'll loop with the I inside query now. So I have to create a variable, let's say x0. So now this x will give me the frequency, that what is the frequency of one particular element. Okay, now I hope you already familiar with the loop inside loop concept. So this is what we are doing, right? Now I'm gonna write an if statement for the second for loop, that is if I is triple equal to j. Now please try to focus. I will remain the first element, and for the second for loop it will keep on checking the whole string, that ABC is present how many times. So I hope this is a very simple logic. I hope you get this right. All right, so if my if condition is correct, then I'm gonna increment my x with 1. So that's how my x will store the frequency of element present in it. And now once I have all the element inside x, sorry, not all element, all frequency inside x, I can push it. I can push it in result array. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, not over here. Over here, just after both for loops, I am going to push it inside result. All right, so when next time this for loop will run, that means I will go to the second value, this x will again become 0, because every time I need x to be 0 for each element. All right, and that's how I'm gonna return the result. Now let's write the console log. I'm gonna save this call into a variable, that is res, and then I'm gonna console log the res. All right, so here I have to pass the string. So let's do one thing. Yeah, I will define strings here only, rather than passing it into arguments. I'm gonna just pass string and query. All right, so let's first of all see okay, I'm gonna take the same example. All right, and the answer you already know, it's 210. All right, or I'm gonna increase some new elements as well. Okay, so let's create constant string ab comma abc and bc abc and ab. All right, so now we'll write the query. AB ABC BC and BC. Alright, so we need to look for these 4 elements inside string, that how many times these elements are there. So I already know AB is 2 times, ABC is 2 times, DC is not there, BC is there 1 time. So I already know the answer. Now let's see how we are getting this answer over there. Alright, so let's write console log and res, and yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's see. Oops, we have got a console log error. Okay, let's put n over there, spelling mistake. Alright, now let's run this, and okay, so yeah, our answer is correct, 2201. Alright, so this code is working fine, right? I hope you're getting what we are doing over here. We are using 2 for loops, right? One inside one, and we are looping around each element and counting. So if we will do the same thing over, yeah, here we are doing, there are 2 types of for loop we can use. Either this one, in which we are using I of queries, that means the whole element will come, or we can use like this, where we can iterate using I is equal to 0 and index number. So both are same. Let's try to run this. You can pause the video and check both for loops by yourself. You can try these code yourself. Alright, so all test cases are passes, and now we are doing the final code submit, and yep, all test cases have passed it. Alright, so do one thing, pause the video and try the code by yourself. Alright.